Hello student, welcome to social studies class. As per the routine, two chapters are there in the last class I said, and this is the second chapter now I am going to discuss. And the name of the chapter is Motion of the Earth. So, what is motion? Earth is important member of this solar system, and Earth revolves around the sun in its fixed path. It is called orbit. Okay. So, this Earth and other planet have two types of movement. It is called rotation and the revolution. And the chapter is all about rotation and the revolution. What causes rotation? Okay, and revolution. Now, rotation. Earth, the spinning motion of the planet. The spinning motion of the planets on their axis is called rotation, while the movement of the planets around the sun, in the solar system, around the sun, movements of the planets around the sun, it is called, revolution. Now rotation, So first we will go in details this rotation. Earth spin on its axis like a top. Earth axis and the lines, equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, all these are imaginary lines, don't be confused, North Pole and the South Pole are two ends. North Pole and the South Pole are two ends. This is equator. Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer. So this is Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer. Earth rotates on its axis from west to east direction, and this rotation, one complete rotation takes by this Earth in 24 hours at a speed 1600 kilometer per hour. 1600 kilometer per hour at the equator. This is equator. Now, this axis along which the Earth rotates, it is not static line. The axis which Earth rotates this is axis, the Earth axis, it is not straight line, it is inclined, and the plane of Earth orbit, this is plane of Earth orbit, here it is inclined, it is inclined to the plane, plane of the Earth orbit. It is this axis, on which the Earth rotates. This is inclined towards this plane of the Earth orbit, at an angle 66.5 degrees. at an angle, this angle 66.5 degree. Because of this, because of earth rotation and its inclination, we experience day and night. So earth takes a complete rotation in 24 hours, okay, at a speed 1600 km per hour at the equator, and because of this we experience day and night. So rotation of the earth on its axis make us feel that sun is rising and setting. It is because of this rotation. So while rotating on the axis, only half of its surface faces the sun and the other half remain dark. It is because of this, while rotating, okay, other side, okay, one side it is dark and another side, one side it is means faces the sun. When one side faces the sun, another side remains dark. So this part of the earth facing the sun remains bright and it is the day part, okay. In this part it will be day, and while the other half does not receive the sunlight and remain dark, it is night, okay, night area. So this very phenomenon of alternating day and night, it is because of this rotation of the earth on its axis in 24 hours, okay, one complete rotation in 24 hours. So which is called, okay, this spinning movement in this span of 24 hours, which causes we experience day and night, it is called rotation. Earth takes 24 hours to complete one full rotation. Now for a moment, okay, for a moment, suppose the earth has stopped rotating, then what will happen? The area which is receiving this or facing the sun, this area will permanently remain bright, okay, means day, permanently this area will be day, and the other area, the area which is not facing the sun or is in dark, this area will permanently in dark mode. So length of the day and night we will see now. What I said about this 66.5 degree, okay, inclination to the plane of its orbit, okay, it is because of this earth revolve around the sun, okay, tilted one side, okay. Now here you see I have drawn, okay, it is not tilted. Here you see this is equator, this is Tropic of Capricorn Cancer, okay, and here axis, okay, this earth axis, it is inclined, okay, inclined towards the plane of the orbit, okay, earth orbit at 66.5 degree. It is because of this tilting, means inclination, bend, okay, it is because of this, okay. So one hemisphere, this is North Pole, this is South Pole, okay. So one hemisphere, this area is northern hemisphere and this area is southern hemisphere. So one hemisphere, so because of this one hemisphere of earth lean towards sun for 6 months. For 6 months, one hemisphere lean towards the sun, means bend towards the sun for the 6 months, and because of this 6 months, when the sun means earth inclined towards the sun for the 6 months, so because of these 6 months, the greater area tilted, okay, this greater area tilted, the hemisphere receives sunlight for a longer time. The hemisphere which tilted, okay, so receives sunlight for greater time. Now this time, this period of time, 6-month time, the days are longer in one hemisphere. When this hemisphere, northern hemisphere will be tilted, okay, days will be longer, night will be shorter, okay. And here, there, northern hemisphere, when the days will be longer, night will be automatically shorter. There, days will be short, night will be long. Clear? Similarly, when the northern hemisphere experience, the southern hemisphere when experience the same, so the same characteristics will be applied. When southern hemisphere will be tilted, days will be long, night will be short. There, days will be short and the night, okay, night will be long. So, it is a continuous and periodical phenomena. It continues. In the northern hemisphere, in this hemisphere, northern hemisphere, June 21st, okay, June 21 is the longest day and December 22 is the shortest day. June 21, longest day, and December 22, shortest day, okay. So, December 22 is the shortest day, but the days and night are always equal, okay, always equal duration at equator. When the days and nights are equal, okay, so these days and nights are equal at equator. From the equator, when one will move towards the poles, okay, the duration of the days and nights increases or decreases after moving from the equator towards the north or towards the south pole, okay. Then the means period or time of days and nights increase or decrease. If northern hemisphere inclined, then what will happen? Days will be long, okay, days will be long in this hemisphere and night will be short, and there days will be short, night will be long. Because of this reason, that so we experience in the winter season, we experience nights are long, days are short, okay. So it means we are not inclined, okay. So due to this inclination, okay, due to this inclination of the earth exists in the northern hemisphere from March 21 to September 23, North Pole receives sunlight continuously for the 6 months, while on the South Pole the sun shines continuously for the 6 months. Thus the poles are days. So at the poles, so there are days and the nights of 6 month duration each. Throughout the world, March 21 and September 23. So throughout the world, these days, okay, these 2 days are equal. Okay, day and night in these 2 days, March 21 and the September 23, both day and night both are equal, and it is because on these 2 days neither of the 2 poles is inclined towards the sun. Okay, so it is neither of these poles are inclined. It means it is straight. Here what you have seen, it is bent. Inclined means it will be straight. Okay, okay, on the pole both are equal. It is because of this, and the means these 2 days and night, okay, both days and nights are equal, and this, okay, these days are called equinoxes. Okay, equinoxes means when days and night are equal, when March 21st and September 23. Okay, so it is because of this. So now the earth exists. Okay, earth exists, do not incline. It is because of non-inclination phenomena. So we experience this March 21 and September 23 throughout the world. Both the days and the nights are equal. Now next is revolution. Now movement of the earth around the sun, okay, it is called revolution. When a rotation, okay, to complete one rotation the earth takes 24 hours, but here in the revolution. So we'll see different one. So while revolving around the sun, the earth follows a fixed path. It is known as orbit. Okay, earth follows a fixed path. It is called this orbit. Okay. Now the earth revolves around the sun at a tremendous speed of 1 lakh kilometer per hour. Okay, per hour, 1 lakh kilometer per hour. And in one rotation, what we got? It is 1600 kilometer per hour. But in the revolution, it is 1 lakh kilometer per hour. So with this speed, Earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Okay. So this extra 6 hours, it completes. Okay. It takes 4 years to make one full day. Okay. So 4 into 6, 24, and 24 hours is equal to 1 day. So after every 4 years, Earth takes full 366 days. So that is why every 4th year it is called leap year. Now 2020, it is leap year. Clear? So this is how that the leap year came. So 2020 is leap year, 2019 is not leap year. So one of the major effects of this motion of the earth is that phenomenon of change of the season. Now this revolution causes the change of the season. Now the inclination of the earth exists at an angle 66.5 degree to its orbital plane, which remain in the same direction, is another factor responsible for the changing of the season. The season what we saw, what we experience, summer season, winter season. So it is because of this, in your book seasons are there, in one diagram seasons are there: summer season, spring season, winter season, autumn season. So it is because of this inclination, inclination towards this plane of earth orbit, it is at 66.5 degree inclination. It is because of this. So we experience this season, different seasons: autumn, summer, springs. So now the position of June 21, it is coming. So June 21, it is the longest day, in the northern hemisphere. So now the North Pole, it is tilted towards the sun. This North Pole, this is North Pole, this is south, this is north. So it is tilted towards the sun, and the sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. Vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. So sun rays fall on this Tropic of Cancer, and it is Capricorn. Clear? And inclination it is 66.5 degrees. So now sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer. Major part of the northern hemisphere remains lit by the sun rays. And as a result, the days are longer and hot, and it is called summer season in the northern hemisphere. And the position of the Tropic of Cancer, it is 23.5 degree north. The position of Tropic of Cancer. When this position will be there, then the maximum, so days will be very means season will be very summer, hot, okay, and days are very long and hot. So it is summer season in the northern hemisphere. When the sun shines vertically at it, okay, when sun shines vertically, I said sunrise fall vertically, okay, vertically on this Tropic of Cancer. So on June 21, it is called summer solstice. Okay, so in contrast to this summer solstice, now we will see the winter solstice. Now south pole is tilted towards the sun. When the south pole is like this, here will be tilted towards the sun, and north pole is away from it. Okay, now north pole will be away from it. The sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Capricorn at 23 degree, Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south. Okay, then sun rays will fall there. Okay, so the days, okay, days are longer and hotter like this here in the northern hemisphere. So there in the northern southern hemisphere, when the means south pole will be tilted towards the sun. Tilted here means bend, okay, bend. So in the south pole, when will be tilted towards the sun, then days are longer and hotter. Okay, so temperature will be high and it is called summer in the southern hemisphere. Now one example if I give you, so on summer, okay, so on 25 December, when the Christmas is celebrated across the world, so it is winter in the northern hemisphere. Now we are discussing this summer southern hemisphere. So here days are longer, hotter. Okay, so now if say December 21 to 25th, when the Christmas will be celebrated, or you take any other festival, when the countries or the area where the people are living, when this area will receive or experience this summer season, okay, days are longer, hotter, then this area will experience winter season. Clear? Means North Pole is far away, okay, far away. So example here it is that northern hemisphere, England, France and all this, but in the southern hemisphere all these are summer, okay. So example can, here it is given South America, Australia, New Zealand, it is in summer. Means, so when the south pole is tilted, bent towards or inclined towards the sun, so the festival what the people will celebrate here in the southern hemisphere during the summer season, the same festival will celebrate by the people of northern hemisphere in the winter season. So when sun shines vertically on the Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south, so it is called winter solstice. Clear? So these are the two definitions of summer solstice and the winter solstice. So this is all about the discussion of this chapter, and you read this chapter and the chapter which I discussed, okay, which I discussed in the last class. These two chapters you read, and if any doubt is there, you write in the comment section. I shall reply you. This is all about the day's discussion, and importantly, your parents are informed to collect the notes from the school office. So you also prepare yourself for the upcoming exam. So read well at home. Any problem, write in the comment section. I shall reply you. This is all about the day's discussion. Thanks to all.